right. What's going on, everyone? My name is Tom from Dreadlabs. It is a Friday today, the 11th of March 2022. Welcome to a live stream. I haven't live streamed in a long time. I don't think I have live streamed. I've only live streamed once this year, I think. Anyways, welcome. Hope you all had a great week. If you're here, you probably already read the thumbnail of this live stream, and we are going to revolve this live stream around the Dreadlabs design contest, which launched this week. Basically, in short, we have a design contest set up on the Dreadlabs website. We're going to talk about it a little bit today. We're going to see if we have some first ideas for our own design. I'm not going to enter, but it's just to give you some inspiration. Anyways, the Dreadlabs design contest is the third one so far, because we are in the third year of the Dreadlabs journey so far. Anyways, this contest revolves around the cybernetic sound unit. If you want to join in, there is a link in the description with all of the info. I'll just go over it in a second, but if you want to read along, or if you want to check out the page in your own time, there is a link in the description. At least there should be a link in the description. You can also download the assets there, because for this design contest we have kind of like a rule. I made three PNGs of a 3D render that I made a while ago of the cybernetic sound unit, and you can or you have to use one of those renders at least in your design or in your entry. So the design contest is due by the end of this month, so you still have like 3 weeks to participate so far. So don't worry if you do not have time to do it this week, because next week I will also be doing a live stream revolving around the design contest, see if we can continue on our own work. But I thought it would be also quite cool to give you guys some feedback, to watch and check out what we made or what you guys made, and give you some feedback on it if you want it. Also, since a long time, I actually have a what's it called? A gin tonic. And I don't know if you are new to this channel, you probably don't know, but around a year ago I did live streams on a weekly basis, and I always had a gin tonic when I started designing. And then at one point I spilled my gin tonic all over my workbook. So this return of this gin tonic is kind of notorious. Anyways, what's up everyone in the chat? What's up GSD, Dead Tyrants, and DKWASD? I'm not sure if your name is an abbreviation for something, but welcome to the stream, and welcome to the chat. So before we actually start off, I am curious, how was your week? What did you do this week? And what are your plans for the weekend? Are you just going to design? Did you have anything fun that happened to you this week? Maybe like a cool, I don't know, like a cool job, or you're still in school, I don't know. What's up, Xiao? I hope I did it correctly. It's always, Xiao is like a very, very hard name for me to pronounce. Anyways, what's up, Cat Bunny, Taylor? Oh, you got hired, nice. You're working on half of it now. Whoa, half speed, you have a baby in your arms and you're working on the Dreadlabs design contest? Wow, it's impressive. Also, congratulations, I think. I'm not sure if it's your baby, but... what's up, Cancer the Crab? How are you doing, mate? Alright, so what the contest is about, let's go over that real quick. And to do that, I am going to change my view, so we'll take a look at it together here. So if you are on the Dreadlabs website, you can just go to dreadlabs.net, and here you can see this link, join the Dreadlabs design contest now. It's also under here. Anyways, you'll go to a separate page. What's up, Sunshine? All the way from Nigeria. Nice. So cool to see people from like all over the world tuning in today. Thank you so much for the love. Been doing uni work, making some personal project. Nice. Alright, so let's go over the Dreadlabs design contest, right? Like I said, this one is kind of a special one, because this is going to set the tone for all of the upcoming Dreadlabs contests. There will be music production contests in the future as well, but for now we will stick to the design contest. Anyways, these will revolve around the Dreadlabs story world. And if you're not familiar with that, don't worry. But basically, quite a while ago, me and my viewers at the time made a fictional story world. We basically made it up. We did some sketches, we drew some stuff out, and of this became the Dreadlabs universe. So this is a fictional universe that takes place in the Andromeda galaxy. That's the closest galaxy to Earth. And on there we have, well, it's basically like a post-apocalyptic, futuristic world. And one of the elements in that is the cybernetic sound unit. You can already see it here, kind of. Here you have like a better image. Let me just see if I can show that a little bit bigger. I can't, okay. Anyways, the cybernetic sound unit, or the CSU, is basically a giant mech suit, like a Gundam, if you're familiar. That is made completely for the sole purpose of making music. So in the fictional story world of Dreadlabs, there are a lot of like raves, underground raves, because it's basically the only thing that people will get any joy out of, I guess. And basically, the cybernetic sound unit is it's like a robot that you plug into a giant sound system, and basically inside the unit it has a DJ set, but it also has a lot of synthesizers. So this thing can basically play music anywhere that it wants. That's the short description of the cybernetic sound unit. And the goal for the Dreadlabs design contest is to make something with the cybernetic sound unit, or the CSU. Basically, this can be some merchandise of this thing, because you can consider this thing like an artist in the future. It can also be, like you see here, like kind of like a blueprint image. I didn't include the wireframe image, but you know, if that's something that you are interested in, you can use it as, I don't know, the cover of a short story of a comic book if you want to do it. You can think of all kinds of stuff to add into the story here. So if you have like some cool ideas on what the CSU might do or might be, or might, you know, you can think of a story involving the CSU. You're completely fine to do that, and do a design out of that. You can also do a tour poster. The only requirements is that you have the 3D renders in the artwork, basically. So here on the bottom there's a button where you can download the 3D renders. Basically you have these three. Let's see if I can show them to you. Just a second. Alright, so if you download the files, you'll get these three. So this is a front view, and as you can see, this one is rendered with like actual like Chrome instead of like the outlines. It also has some like glowing stickers on them, as you can see here. Anyways, so we have the front view here. We have the like lower side view, and we have one that's completely from the side. I'm not sure if you can really see it that well, but there are like giant aux cables hanging from the shoulder unit here, which you can plug in any sound system, and the arms are also giant aux plugins, if that makes sense. So a legit question from Cancer the Crab is, what will be the judging criteria other than that we have to use? For example, we're expanding Dreadlabs universe, supposed to make something wacky with them. Basically, I am judging based on originality, and that is both for the execution but also the concept. So if you have a very original concept and you have a very original execution, you score a lot of points. And basically the same goes for quality, of course. So if the quality of the output is really high and the quality of the concept is really high, it's also very important. And what I mean by the quality of the concept is if you have this like really nicely thought through concept revolving the CSU and it fits in the Dreadlabs universe, that's high quality for me. But if you just make this into a fart machine that doesn't Of course, that's a little bit childish, but you know, that's basically a low quality concept, if that makes sense. So basically, I would be judging on those 4 criteria. So the concept quality, the concept execution, and the quality of the execution and the quality of the concept. Is that correctly? All right, fart machine it is. Okay. Good luck getting to lose, I guess. Anyway, guys, hope that makes sense. Like I said, feel free to add in any cool stuff that you might add. For example, you can also just use one of these renders as a smaller icon, and you can have, I don't know, a 3D render of the cockpit unit, you know, so what it would look like if you would be sitting inside the cybernetic sound unit, and then you can just use the 3D renders that I provided as like a hologram on the interface or something. That's also completely fine. So this doesn't necessarily has to be the main piece, as long as it's in there somewhere. Okay. All right. When's the deadline? By the end of March. So you still have a couple of weeks to work on it. And if you feel like you need some feedback or you want to share it with the viewers, your work in progress, feel free to drop it in the Discord. If you are able to finish it today, we also have it live streamed tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week on Friday. So you can also go through it then. And I'm just kind of like thinking what I could do. And I had this. So sorry, guys. I'm really, really tired. Haven't slept really well in the whole week. But what's up, Snorri Mori, Sikin? Oh, hey, Real from Discord. How you doing, man? I don't know how to pronounce your YouTube name. AGPOW photo XD. Is that a gamer tag or something? Anyways, guys, the idea that I had for my own submission, and again, this is not because I'm entering my own contest, this is just to inspire you. I thought it might be fun to do like a billboard in a cyberpunk city, kinda. So I want to design a billboard first, and then edit it into like a screen and put that into a 3D render. So it's gonna take quite some time, and I'm probably not gonna finish that today. But you know, it doesn't even matter if I finish it all, because of course this is just to inspire you guys. And even if you feel like, oh, that's actually a cool concept, I can build on something else based on that, feel free to do so. Just know that if you completely copy the concept, you won't score a lot of points on that, of course, but that probably makes sense. Anyways, for the people just entering the chat, how was your weekend? What are your plans for the weekend? In the meantime, let's see if I can open a new Illustrator document. So the idea here is, let's see if I can find some reference images. So, you know, you have these like screens from the Matrix, like these black and green screens. Not really sure if that's what I want to go for. I want to just go for like this heads-up display kind of vibe. So kind of like these kinds of things, if that makes sense, like a heads-up display kind of thing. Maybe something like this. But then I want it to be like an ad in a cyberpunk city. So city billboard. Let's see if I can find any references for this. There's probably something. Not as detailed as this, but more like you're driving in an alleyway. So this is actually from Cyberpunk, but basically you're driving in an alleyway and you just see something pop up on like a screen. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. You tried learn basic Blender, nice. What's up, Jamie? How are you doing? Ellen, work on personal graphic design, nice. All right. So, I think the first thing to do here is just start on the actual design of the billboard. And what I really like to think is in the Dreadlabs universe, it's of course very futuristic, but it's just that technology has advanced a little bit in the Andromeda universe, a little bit quicker than here. But because it's also like kind of post-apocalyptic, the technology is also kind of like scarce. So some stuff is a little bit outdated. And what I kind of want to do is I want to have like a lower aspect ratio for the ad. You know, like instead of having it like a 9:16 aspect ratio, I want to do a 4:3 aspect ratio, I guess. So basically, I'm going to make the width 4,000 pixels. And this should be the width of the whole ad, I think. All right, so I think I'm going to go with the front render for this. Why is it called Andromeda Universe? Is it because it's based in oh yeah, it's basically the Dreadlabs universe. The Dreadlabs story world takes place in the Andromeda universe, which is the in the Andromeda. I keep saying Andromeda universe, but it's actually an Andromeda galaxy, and that's because it's the Andromeda galaxy is the closest to our own galaxy, which is the Milky Way. I don't have a degree in astronomy, or astrology, either of those. But that's basically what I was going for. All right, so I think I'm going to make this thing around this big, and then I want to kind of like make like this grid around. You know, make the text and everything fit around our bot here, our CSU. Astrology of the Zodiacs, yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, everyone, if you have any questions regarding the design contest or any other stuff, just let me know and I'll try to answer them. Also, a quick question, is the music too loud or not? Let me know. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna do is highlight an exclusive sneak peek into a new pack that will launch in the Dreadlabs store soon. And that is the Skeuomorphic Frames kit by Negentropy Designs. And let me just open it real quick. So this is a giant frame pack by Negentropy, also known as an expert in the Y2K futuristic frame header designing things. He has a very popular pack on our web store already, which is called the Futuristic Headers pack. It's a really nice one. And this is basically a very big, largely expanded version of that, as you can see. And I think this would really suit the rest of the image a lot. So let me just grab this guy, for example, paste him in. Doesn't look completely white. Is it just me? Anyways, what I was thinking, maybe I can like separate these parts a little bit, scale them up or down, so that they will fit the CSU a little bit better. For example, if I ungroup these and grab the top guys and put them over here. Oh, then I'm just gonna move these guys kind of like around here. And I think this is good, but what I'm gonna do is copy that one, flip it upside down. And I'm just gonna cut it out from the other shape. because I kind of want to make his head fit into like these shapes, if that makes sense. So I'm going to select these points and then scale. Probably shouldn't do that. Move them this way so I won't mess up the actual angle the points are in. And I didn't count how many times I moved the points. Nice Tom. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And then I think it's also nice to push these guys out a little bit better as well. So all right. And then let's see, why is this one group? Let me just ungroup everything. Anyways, let's see what happens if we move these guys up a little bit. If that's cool or not. That's the cool thing about these vector shapes, in my opinion. You know, you can really play around with them until you actually made your own custom thing, so you don't have to start out from scratch. You think it's better to have a PC or a Mac when it comes to being a graphic designer? Mine is a personal preference. Okay, so there are a couple of factors that I would like think about before getting either a Mac or a PC. And the first one is probably if you are going to work in a studio. If everyone uses a Mac in your studio, then it's probably it's gonna bother you, or it's gonna bug you a lot that you are the only person with a Windows PC. So you know, see what the rest of your team has, because obviously like they tend to work better together if everyone has the same operating system. Then like if you are doing 3D renders and like heavier stuff like motion graphics, I would always say try to go for a PC, because you can custom build those with, you know, whatever like graphics card you can afford, and you can always upgrade it, and it's a little bit easier and to you know, start playing with that, I guess. And it's you can make it as expensive as your budget is, and with Mac it's always like kind of expensive. However, if you just do design, I tend to find that it's a lot easier and a lot more chill to you know, just work on a MacBook, because the interface is so nice, and I love AirDrop and a lot of other features that the Mac OS has. So yeah, like compatibility wise, I guess, I'm not sure if you could call it that, I would go for a MacBook. But yeah, those are the pros and cons in my opinion. What's up, Planet Fago? Is that your name? Thanks so much, Swoop. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, guys, actually let's see what we should do here. Should we add some more frames in? I think so, right? Let's see, maybe these guys. These look kind of industrial and they kind of match up with the rest. Let's drag this in. Let's see. Yep. This could work, I think. Of course, I need to move them outwards just a little bit. Actually, let me scale them up a little bit more, because perhaps we can just move these guys in such a manner that it fits in perfectly with the shape of the CSU. Oh. So for example, these handles, I could just try to fit them in with the arms here. And then, oh, I'm also scaling up the other part of the kit. Okay, wait, let me just go back real quick. What's going on, guys? My name is Tom from Dreadlabs, and welcome to the Tom is an Idiot livestream, where you can see me mess up in Illustrator a whole afternoon. Let's see. I like it, but it's a little bit too thick, I think. You know, like the edges here, but we can fix that. That's the nice thing about Illustrator. Like this is, I think, what I want. And I can always, you know, make a hole into these guys so that it's less like bulky, I guess. Then I'm just gonna go grab all of the anchor points except for the ones in the middle. Oh. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna delete one of these sides. And then I'm just gonna do everything on one side and then copy it later. Something like this is probably good enough for now. Now I'm kind of worried if this is too small, like the gaps in here, compared to the rest, but that's maybe just because this is so chunky. I think that's the case, but I think I'm just gonna go and make this a little bit like different. So what I'm gonna do is just make an offset path here, and making that into a compound path, and then punch it out of here so we have some holes in here. You know, just to have like that extra detail, I guess. It's a little bit less chunky now. We can also do outline, but I don't really feel that. Hey Dreadlabs, buenos dias from Arizona. Thanks for doing this. Yeah, glad I'm able to involve you guys. Any advice on becoming a freelancer? Yeah, don't. It's probably quite an obvious one, but don't undersell yourself. What I mean by that is, if you want to become a freelancer and actually do this for a living, it is crucial that you can. Of course, this sounds so obvious, but I feel like a lot of people don't really take this into account, and it's so important that you can pay your own bills if you do freelance. You know, no one's gonna do it for you if you are a freelancer, and also try to only find or work with clients who respect that and who understand that. You know, if you are going to do an album cover that you work on for a whole day, you cannot expect to get paid like $50. You know, like if you work for $50 a day, you're not gonna, at least where I live, that's not gonna pay the rent. And especially because in the beginning, when you just start out, you probably won't even have enough clients yet to do that in the first place, you know, because that way you should just, I don't know, you should just go and let me just calculate that real quick. So $50 a day, you work around, what is it, 20 days in the month, that's €1,000 or dollars or wherever you live. And that's definitely not enough to pay for the rent and your groceries and, you know, make a living. And also that would mean that you would do a lot of different projects, and that's, you know, you have to find a lot of clients in that way. But let's just recalculate this and say you do one album cover for €500, and that's when it takes you the same amount. Yeah, and of course you're not going to work on 20 album covers a month for €1,000, because that, well, you get quite rich, I guess. But let's say that you need to make at least €1,500 to survive. That would mean that you only have to make 3 album covers in a month, and especially when you just start out, that's quite doable, you know, if you find the right clients and the right work. And of course, you might not have the immediate set of clients that actually helps you get that number, But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good way to start from there, and you know, check out what are your expenses, how much do you need to make to do this for a living and pay the bills and your rent and all of those things, and only then see if it's feasible for you. You know, if you're probably either being a student or working at a studio now, I presume. And I don't know, I think you asked me this question either because you already did some freelance jobs or you're looking into them, and in that way I would say see if you can, what you would make if you charge the right amount of price, the right amount to survive, you know, like just do the math, make like a little page in your notebook and see if you will survive as a freelancer. That's probably the first step. So yeah, sorry I kind of started rambling on there, but I hope it helped. I don't like this. What's up, Funds Gaming? How are you doing? Also, I have some very exciting news, everyone, because I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram already, but the Dreadlabs office is almost ready, and we will start working from there from April onward, and from May onward we will be recording new videos and maybe some live streams from a new recording studio as well. So we started out as we basically started this with me making videos from my parents' bedroom, and now I'm actually legit having a recording studio made, like a professional one. Or I'm not having it made, I'm making it myself, but still. Yeah, it's unreal, and it's all thanks to you guys. So yeah, I'm super happy with it, but you guys should also be proud because you were here to help me out on this. So yeah, thank you guys. Right, let's see where I'm going with this. I'm just like experimenting at this point, but oops. Or wait. Oh wait, it's still there, but it's just turned black. Okay. Thanks, Jamie. And I know I already like talked about this quite some time, and I already got a couple of questions from it. But I'm also probably gonna do like some kind of like creative chill out session where we like on the last Friday of the month or something, we're gonna just hang out, play some music, have some drinks, start of the weekend with some good vibes, and then you know, put it on a live stream. But also, if people are in the neighborhood, if you're ever in the Netherlands, you can just pop on by and you know, have a chat with us. So yeah, that's really excited to see if that's actually going to be a thing. And now I'm looking at this, I think I'm just gonna go and select the one at the bottom and make it larger. I like the crevices that it has, but I think it just should be a little bit larger. So maybe if we scale it like this, just group it real quick. And then I think I'm just gonna go and delete this part. So what I'm gonna do is expand this, just make it in a shape so that it can be cut off. And bam. Not bam. This bam. No, that's too much. Let's see. Something like this, like 30 pixels. Oops. All right. And this kind of looks right. What's this? Oh wait. Okay. And then I'm just gonna go and make a rectangle from here. I think. This works, I guess. And then here I want to do like this, like some crevice thing. So what I'm gonna do is grab this guy, rotate it a little bit, and then punch it out of the edge. Worked out surprisingly well, I guess. Alright, so for the people who are just tuning in, I'm working on some inspiration for you guys for the Dreadlabs design contest. If you want to learn more, there's a link in the description. Basically, you will be doing a design. You can win. I haven't even talked about the prizes yet. I now realize. So, if you win the Dreadlabs design contest, we have a first, a second, and a third place. The first place, you'll win an exclusive Dreadlabs kit, the Dreadlabs kit Volume 2, which is not released yet. And that basically contains all of the asset packs that were released in the second year of Dreadlabs. What else? The second place will win a gift card for Dreadlabs web store of 25 euros, so you can get any asset pack that you want within that price. And the third place, you get a 10 euro gift card. And there will also be a community award, which I'm not really sure how to do it yet, but I thought it'd also be fun to do like a community prize and have people vote in and see what the public thought of every entry. And then the community prize is basically the same as the second prize. I haven't really stated that in the prize thing yet, I think. Let's see. Not yet, but yeah, we will definitely do something with the community prize. I really like that idea. All right. So what I kind of want to do here is, let me just delete these guys real quick because I want to do just half of the whole design here, and that way I can just do it a little bit easier. That makes sense. I want to modify this, and otherwise I have to modify it from both sides. And now it's just I can do it from one side only. I'm just gonna grab all of these anchor points and just move them downward. Like this, and then these guys can be longer, like this. Alright, yeah, this should be fine. Then I'm just gonna go grab all of these middle guys and reflect them with the reflect tool. Okay, well now we have this nice little frame. Now we can start putting in text, I think. So let's start with some fonts from Normalist, because he, in my opinion, has the coolest cyberpunk or digital looking fonts. So this is Road Damage. You can get it on the Dreadlabs web store. It's probably one of my favorite fonts to work in these kinds of projects where it's like super, like, I don't know, robotic, I guess, if that makes sense. And also blends in really well with other vector shapes because it's so chunky and blocky. And you have the variation one, which also contains like these cool adaptations which make it look even more digitally, so you don't have to do it all yourself. And if there's one thing us designers love, it's not having to do something yourself, or at least maybe that's a personal thing, but okay. All right, and then I think I'm also going to go with another one that's called Ferrite Core. I think I have it on my computer installed. This is a free font by Freelancing, I think, so you can get that. I feel like a master of futuristic heads-up displays other than Legentropy is the creator of Neo Damascus. Wait, let me check that real quick. Oh yeah, I remember this. I actually watched this already on the live stream, or looked this up on the live stream a while ago. But yeah, definitely. Also, what's his name? Machine 56, I think. I'm not sure if you know that one. Yeah, it's called Machine 56. I remember looking this up on like I don't know, like 4 years ago or something. But yeah, he's also a master of what he does. Does this fit or does this not fit at all? Yeah, I found out about him on Pinterest as well, and I think that's basically what ruined him as well. At least I don't really see a lot of his work lately. Is it too on the nose this way? I feel like it is. I think I'm gonna do it a little bit more subtle, like somewhere on the sides. Something like this, I think it's pretty cool. At least it blends in a little bit more than here. But I think this is like quite a big piece here, so I mean, I still use Pinterest from time to time, but you know, I try to step away from straight up copying something. For example, when I see like a nice Pinterest design and it has like a nice blending with textures or something. For example, I just saw like this rave flyer kinda, but instead of like having it printed on with just like a copying machine, it was made on like aquarelle paper, and I think it was printed, and then like they put water on it because you can see the water drips kind of. So that was pretty cool, you know, like, and I liked that idea, and then I just proposed it to a client, but I didn't like copy the whole setup of the poster or the textures or the colorways or whatever. So yeah, I think it's mainly on how you use Pinterest as a tool instead of like. But I definitely agree that it gets copied too much from Pinterest. And now looking at it, I think I want to shrink these guys up a little bit. Just like 5 pixels maybe. Let's see what it looks like. I don't really even see the difference, so I feel like beyond is the way to go forward. After a certain point you see real industry standard in graphic design. Yeah, definitely for design projects, Beyond is the way to go. But what I like about finding on Pinterest is basically IDs. So, and also because Beyond is focusing on design projects, and whereas Pinterest can also inspire you with just images in general. For example, I found a lot of inspiration for how'd you say the interior design of my my office, or my man cave, for example. I don't have a man cave, but if I had one, you know. And like you said, on illustration or character illustration, you know, like it's definitely it definitely can help you like inspiration wise, but yeah, copying stuff is what killed the platform, I guess. I actually preferred with these chunky things so that this one doesn't like look left out. What I do want to do is move this all. I don't know, I feel like it's like kind of like suffocating this part a bit. So maybe if we, oh yeah, I'm just gonna move this whole thing to the left, and then the other thing to the right. Definitely gives it a little bit more space. And then this, let's see. You ever do something in Illustrator and then, you know, you just get too lazy, so you just are Control Zing because you don't feel like going through the hassle of going through the Pathfinder tool and everything? Pinterest helps me inspire my mom with minion memes. Okay, that made me laugh too hard. Alright, so now I think it's time to fill up this bad boy with some text, or at least, you know, figure out how we want this thing to be filled in. We could also do it like this. No. I'm just gonna do it like this and then just plop up a block of text in here, I think. And I'm not sure if I put it in the description of the image. I think so, right? Yeah. So if you need some text to fill up your thing and you don't know what to put it for the design contest, on the page you'll also find the description of the CSU, which you can obviously use yourself if you like that. quick question for you. I heard that people from other nationalities sometimes sneeze differently than others. The thing that you just heard was me sneezing, by the way. Is that different from what it sounds like in your country? Let me know. Yes, you just tuned into a design channel to talk about how people sneeze. Sorry about that. Why is it saying? Okay. Also, any vinyl collectors in the chat, because I am attending a really big vinyl fair, and I'm wondering if you guys have any tips for me. Like, I'm probably want to look into finding some Japanese jazz music, as it's kind of hard to come by here in the Netherlands. So I'm really hoping that we can find something there, but I'm not sure. But yeah, if you have any recommendations for vinyl records that I should try and look for, let me know in chat. Sounds like a normal sneeze in Mexico. Nice. I don't know why. I was expecting to read about the final. Well, at least it's nice to know that I won't be looked at weirdly when I go to Mexico and sneeze. I might be looked at weird, but not because of my sneezes. Okay, wait, let me just do this differently. Can I just get this point right? Damn. Right. Now we grab the text. Wow. And this is what I want to do. And wait, does this exactly fit? Nice. Just the system here that doesn't fit in. Wait, and what if we do this? Oh, that's such a shame. Wait, maybe if I do it with a thinner font. And make it larger, and then, are you kidding me? Oh, nice. Got it. It, however, kind of looks a little bit too close in. So let me just move these arrows a little bit to the side, or these, I don't know what they're called. Alright, I like this. Even though the font doesn't really match, but have you heard of Takuya Kuroda? Let me just check that real quick. No, I don't think so. Is it any good? Also, I want to give some more breathing room in here, so I should make this a little bit thinner. I think that helps a lot. All right, so now let's group this guy up like completely, and we'll just paste it directly into Photoshop. And we'll move this sucker up a little bit. And I want to see if I can put this into like a cartoon filter kind of. So go with the filter gallery and see if we can stack a couple of options on top of one another to make it a little bit more cartoony. So usually I always go with the poster edges on top, because that makes some like thicker edges, as you can see here. And sometimes what I try to do, for example, when you do a cutout, it really like posterizes everything. But in this case, well, maybe if we up the levels a little bit. And in the end, we'll do a stamp so that we. Oh wait, no. We'll do the poster edges first, and then the stamp so that it will become black and white, and then. Yeah, you know, let's experiment here. Really good Japanese jazz. I'm gonna put it on right after the live stream. If I put it on now, I'll get copyright strike. Sorry. The posterization. This is sadly not what I was looking for. Perhaps this is. Wait, let me just do this, but then reverse my colors. So let me just remove this. And then turn photocopy or the filter gallery back on, and now the color should be inverse of the last filter, so it's more like white instead of black. This makes sense. Let's see how many. Okay, I'm just change this to the stamp. Okay, this looks quite cool in my opinion. Are you gonna check the artworks for the contest in this live stream? Yes, in the second part. If you are entering, if you want to get some feedback on your work so far, this is just for feedback, by the way, because we still have a month. So yeah, if you want me to check out your work, let me know in the chat, and then I'll check it out. I preferably you put it on the Discord server. That's just so I can have everything in one place, and I don't have to check out like on Instagram and like search for it and stuff. So in the Discord server on Dreadlabs, I'll just post a link to the server right now. It's also in the description, by the way. Anyways, you can put it on there. There's actually a channel called Design Contest. Let me just open it up on my second screen. Where is it? Here. It's at the top of general chat. So yeah, if you want some feedback on your work, let me just. I think is everyone able to post in here? Permissions. I think so, right? You can just drop in your image in there, and if you want some feedback. All right, Il is going to send or Ale is going to send it on the Discord. Nice. All right, this looks cool. The only thing I would like to change is do a stroke on the outside as well. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. Maybe if I make it white. And then I'm making another stroke make it black and then 12 pixels. So, and if I inverse it now, okay, yeah, cool. I'd love to get some feedback. All right, so this is where we'll save up our work, and now we're going to focus on your works. So if you want to have some feedback, go to the Discord in the design contest channel, upload your picture there. It can also just be like a quick export. You don't need to make a full quality render or whatever. And I'll try to get some feedback on it. All right. Also, if you are having like your own concept or whatever, so you made some story, and it needs some backstory, be sure to also post it on the Discord so I can read through it as well. In the meantime, let me just save up my own work here. And where is the... I have so many folders on my computer. It's a mess. Contra contest. Inspo. And then let me just... Alright, just give it... just a quick preview, not the PSD file. Alright. Alright, I can see. Nice. Let me just put it on the screen so everyone can watch it with me. Alright. So looking at the text, I think the text is... I think it's the one with... that's from the website, alright. Too big to send on Discord, it's saying me. If it's too big, you can also just either send a screenshot, or if you export it in Photoshop, you can lower the quality, because I think your quality is a little bit too high, and you can also. It also is a really big difference if you export it as a JPEG instead of a PNG, so that might help. Anyways, this looks really cool. Let's see. I really like how grungy the render looks, and I also really do love that scratched texture on the ink. Very nice. Also pretty cool that there's a fold in it. It makes me think that this is kind of like a flyer that was stuck in someone's pocket or something and they went to a rave. I'm not sure if that was what you're going for, but that's kind of what it reminds us of to me. Let's see. I was wondering what the 2K22 and the always cover your face, what that stands for, or what that is. That because of the anonymity of the CSU, or is that any other reason that you went for that? And I was also wondering, is Herto Project, is that your own logo, or is that anything else? Because yeah, I really like it. Energy channeling. Well, I like it. I like that term, energy channeling. Nice. So feedback-wise, I would say the poster in itself could use a little bit of headroom on the sides, because looking at the stars in the corners, they are directly at the edge of the artwork. So maybe if you scale the whole design down a little bit, it has a little bit of breathing room around that. That might help it out a little bit. And I'm not sure if it's like a centering thing, but I feel like the left stars on the top and the bottom, they are already kind of like away from the edge. I'm not sure if maybe that's also because of the screenshot, now thinking about it. Anyways, yeah, it looks really cool. Text-wise, I would say the description, I would make it a little bit smaller maybe, and align it to the middle perhaps, or make it into like a smaller block, because now it's the font is a little bit thin, which makes it a little bit hard to read, and these Ray flyers usually have like a very thick font for that exact reason. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a Ray flyer, by the way, but cover your face is a crew. I'm a part of an Erto project. Okay, cool, nice, dope. It also kind of looks like the Erto project is like a developer of the CSU now, so that's pretty cool. I really like that idea. Because in the Dreadlabs universe, I made a sticker on it that says Orion Industries, which is supposed to be like the company that developed the cybernetic sound tuning. But of course, if you feel like you want to do it in a different way, that's also very, very much possible. But yeah, the main thing that I would try to fix is the description text. It makes you lean kind of a little bit to the left. So maybe like a thicker font, text a little bit smaller and center it. Something like that should help a lot. The font at the bottom is hard to read. Maybe it should contain within the ellipse. Yeah, maybe you even could play it in the ellipse, right? Yeah. Mine literally won't send. So Cat Bunny, if you are on Windows, you should have a print screen button on your keyboard that might be able to help your issue. Anyways, other than that, I really like this poster, and maybe it would be cool to see a couple of like color variations. I was thinking, so maybe like the paper is like red and the text is black, something like that. You know, like these Ray flyers usually have that really harsh, like bright color as a background, and then like black text in the middle. So that's something that's really cool. Let me just see if I can grab an example for you. So what I have here is a book that's called Rave Art. What's up, Xiao? How are you doing, man? I'm doing well. Let me just grab the webcam only view, so yeah, a bit of a bigger view of me. So here's a good example. So we have this really bright yellow color, and I'm not sure if you can see it that well, but the text is quite small but a little bit thicker, so they can fit a lot more text on it. And yeah, they made it like a little bit thicker just to, you know, usually that's because they want to fit in the whole lineup. Two Xiaos on the same screen. In the same stream. Yeah, and a cool thing is I also had a student last semester, which is also named Xiao. Not sure if that was actually the first Xiao who tuned in. Could be. Here, same thing. Like there's a lot of text in this flyer, and then but they try to use a thick font on it, and you know. Oh, that's fine. I hope this it helped you a little bit in your process, and you know, you're free to enter in as many versions as you want. So yeah, if you would still like to work on it and improve it a little bit, it's up to you. The portion is it because the beginning of this stream I was still hesitant on how I pronounced it, but my student Xiao, yeah, he was not satisfied with the way I pronounced it, I think. Let me try once. Zhao. I think there's like this certain movement that I have to do with my mouth, and I think I don't think Dutch people are equipped to do that. Anyways, Cat Bunny, if you are stuck, or if you need any help with exporting or screenshotting, let me know. Because yeah, I'm really excited to see your work. And in the meantime, let us continue on this one. With the, yeah, that's the hardest part. Let me just grab a gradient map and make this like a bright green, maybe a dark green. Somewhere in here, I think. So, good luck, Il. I was happy to do it. So we have the silent extension now here. What I kind of want to do is now drop this into After Effects and start like playing with the glow and then put some signal on it. If you guys know that plugin, I recently highlighted it in a video of mine. All right, what I'm going to do is remove all the dark. Oh wait, let me just group this guy. And by doing this, I'm just removing all of the black outlines here, so that it's basically only the white colors remain, and that way I can easily color it in After Effects. Let's copy the layer style over to the other one, so that the text will be gone as well. Alright, so now I'll just name this frame, and name this one CSU. Just send it through. Alright, nice. Let's see. Ooh, what is this? Let me just see if I can find, like, open it larger. Damn, I like this. Cybernetic sound unit, sound waves from the future. Nice, I like that sound. Wow, what is it? What is this texture, or what is this like pattern over it? Is the texture is like a plugin or some sorts? Well, yeah, it really captures that Y2K early zeros flyer idea. Wow, nice. I'm really impressed. Let's see. So what I would do is see if you can get the texture is, or the effect is really harsh. Maybe you can make it a little bit more subtle so you can see a little bit better what's going on. I think that would help. And perhaps, as the flyer now is like a lot of blue and white, maybe you can incorporate a little bit of more color. I wouldn't go like all out with the colors, but maybe if you add 1 or 2 colors that would that would support the main like blue, I think that would really help flourish the flyer. And other than that, I would really like to see what the concept of this poster is. So maybe like a little bit of a backstory, or a little bit of more textual content on this. But yeah, if you could elaborate a little bit on what the idea for this was, then maybe we can like spar on it a little bit, and, you know, see if we can, me or people from the chat can have some suggestions on how to improve this a little bit, or how to add in some stuff to make it look cooler. But yeah, it's really nice so far. I really like this one. Let's see, I'm just also like browsing through this because this really reminds me of these like rave flyers. But yeah, I think this is from an era that's just after where this book ends, sadly. Yeah, these are from the early 90s, which is also a really nice era. But you know, like this one's very much inspired by the early 2000s, where they just started experimenting with computer graphics. This is, well, not the exact same, but this is also one of those first like 3D computer experiments. So, and as you can see, what I mean with this is what I kind of meant with multiple colors. Like this one uses like the magenta as a main thing, but it also contains a little bit of blue here and there. Just to add in a little bit more life into the design, if that makes sense. Let's see if I can find anything else. Okay, so I'm gonna grab one more book. Hey Matteo. So the book is called Rave Art. I think it's by Chelsea Louise Berlin. So if you need to, I have listed in like a video on my channel somewhere. If you forget it, but it's called Rave Art by Chelsea Louise Berlin. Let me just grab another book which contains a little bit of the early zeros of graphic design in general, but I think it has a little segment on warp records, so maybe we have something like that. This is a big boy. Sadly, we missed out on the challenge. How do we prepare for the next one? Oh wait, the challenge isn't over yet. So if you grab the link in the description, you have the whole month on joining in. Let's see. Wow, this thing is so big. 1980. Let's see. Ooh. Also, you know how a lot of people are making designs with glue. like the chrome types with glue on foil paper. Completely unrelated, by the way, but here's an artwork by Stephen Doyle. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's from 2006. Probably the first one of these. Let's see if we can find it. I don't think it was about Warp Records itself, but it was mainly about like an agency that did the design for them. So if anyone knows the agency that designed for Warp Records, that would really help me out right now. I can't seem to find it. See if I can find it here anywhere. Anyways, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I hope this the feedback was good enough. And yeah, this is probably one of the most fun books to browse through, the history of graphic design. So this is volume 2. It's from 1960 until today, and it's one of my favorite books to browse through. All right. So if anyone already made something, let me know, and I'll try to check it out in the Discord server, and me and people in the chat will give you some feedback. And in the meantime, I'm just going to continue on my work here. I will be going on for, I think, about 10 more minutes-ish, and then I'm going to grab some dinner. Anyways, so let me just go and export these guys as PNGs. And where was the folder again? Here. Alright, so let's make some animation for After Effects. Oh, I completely forgot to do a very important question. What have you guys been listening to in the past few weeks? Always curious to learn about that. I have been listening to that the jazz rap playlist on Spotify. I think it's by Spotify itself, and I discovered, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but Nujabes, I think, Nujabes. And yeah, he has like an album, I'm not sure what it's called. Let me see. It is called Model Soul. It's from 2005, and it's just a really nice like hip hop album with like some like more laid back beats and verses. I guess it's quite mellow. I think every soul on the stream is wondering where we can get the black vest you're wearing. Really? Oh, this is actually from Weekday. I'm not sure if they have it everywhere, but it has a lot of stores in Europe. But it's yeah, it's pretty nice. It's not even that expensive. I think it was only like $10 or something, $15. But yeah, Weekday it's called. It's a nice store. Turnstile and Denzel Curry, nice. I recently like heard one song from Turnstile thanks to Jesse Nyberg. There's an anime called Samurai Champloo. It uses music. Oh, really? Nice. There's also so my friend Kaz, he's doing his internship for Dreadlabs right now. He's basically doing his like graduation project for it, and He said, by the way, also the reason why we have that Dreadlabs community thread thing on Discord right now. So if you want to help him out with his research, can you please fill in the thread that I made in the general chat? Anyways, he was talking about how he was in Germany somewhere, I think, where there was a ramen place and it only played Nujabes. And every time he now hears a Nujabi song, he feels like eating ramen. So very nice, very good way of, how would you say, associating your food with someone else's music. Quite the marketing stunt. Anyways, I have been staring at a screen for the last while and I need to do something. Contest, well, inspo, and let's drop these guys in. Cool. Ukio. I'm guessing that's Daniel. And let's just do a adjustment layer, and we'll make this. We'll put a tint on it. We'll make the widescreen. Daniel and Osama Sam. There are actually some clients of mine in the chat, guys. Say hi. Oh, Jordan's there as well? Nice. Wow, they're both logged in now. Are you guys in Zeeland? Oh wait, Groovebox is tonight, isn't it? So let's see if we can add some glow to this. Thanks, guys. Thanks, bro, and enjoy Groovebox. What's up, Carino? How are you doing, man? So let's let it flicker with a wiggle effect. Oh. Okay, this is not good. Alright, I kind of like this. It's 30 seconds now. I haven't had time for the contest, but soon. Nice, nice. No worries. You have all but the whole month, so it will be fine. Anyways, what I want to do now is use the Signal plugin. And it will take a while, but oh, and I need to make a background so that it will also be affected. See what this looks like, and this is exactly the look I was going for. And let's see what happens if it glows. So I think I will be rendering this out and putting it into 3D, but wait, let me just rename it real quick. More more. Yeah, it's there were a couple of videos that went kind of viral. So the Signal plugin is it is a paid plugin. I think it's like $40, but it's so good. Like you can just put it on everything, like motion graphics, video, just random videos that you shot, and it instantly makes it look so cool. So what I'm gonna do is export this, and then next week we're going to continue on this, but we're also going to check and give feedback on your works. Sup Juan, all the way from Mexico, hope you're doing well. Getting back to the music and listening to Grimes. Ooh, nice. I don't listen to a lot of her songs, but I know one of her songs, and it's so nice. It's such a gem. But let me just check and see what the name of the song is. It is called Genesis. I really like that one. Alright, so let me just see if I'm not sure if I can actually export it this way. So what I'm gonna do is save this project here. Why can I still not access my folder in one click? Let me just CSU add, so I can just close off Illustrator, because the render it takes quite a while, so I don't want to sit here and have you guys wait for me to finish the render. Oops, that's my phone. Let me see here. Control contest, inspo, CSU add. So I'm gonna render this out, and next week we are going to dive into your works, give you guys some feedback. And eventually, when I finish this complete project, it will be available for people on Patreon, if you are interested in that. Alright. This After Effects so bad. I know it would kill my 2009 iMac with High Sierra. Sadly, that probably won't work. Yeah. Not sure what you could do about that. What's up, Shannon? How are you doing? Anyways, so for the people just tuning in, I just want to talk about the design contest one more time before we head off. Basically, let me just change the webcam here to my full face. All right, so my hair is weird. Why is my hair so weird? All right, anyways, so we have been doing our own design for the Dreadlabs Cybernetic Sound Unit Design Contest. Basically, this is a contest that will take place for the whole month of May, so you don't need to worry. You didn't have to finish it today. You could just finish it next week or the week after. But today and next week we will be doing a live stream. I'm gonna see whatever you guys make. So if you need feedback on your design, make sure that you bring it and post it on the Discord for before next Friday. If you want to join in, you can win a lot of cool prizes for Dreadlabs. And if you want to learn more about what you should do, there is a link down below in the description, which gives you all the info that you need. If you just want to submit the project, your design, you can just post it on Instagram using the hashtag Dreadlabs Design Contest. Yeah, if you want to wait a little bit and see if you can get some feedback from me next week during the live stream, you're also free to do that by dropping it into the Discord. There's also a link to the Discord in the description. Do you have a video about how I began the project? You mean like the whole 3D render of the design cybernetic sound unit? Because it is visible how I made it in one of the starting a clothing brand series videos, I think. If that makes if I'm correct. So yeah, if you check out on my channel the playlist starting a clothing brand, there's actually where I started working on the actual 3D model for the cybernetic sound unit. And if you're talking about this design that I made today, that's just you can just watch the live stream back after it ends. So yeah, don't worry if you just missed it or just tuning in, you can just watch it back. Let's see, did I already say everything? I think I said everything, right? So yeah, be sure to check out the link in the description to the design contest and to the Discord. One more thing, if you want to support me in the channel, if you haven't already, please subscribe, leave a comment on my videos, like my videos. And if you want to go the extra mile to support the channel, keep this running and get weekly tutorials and more exclusive content, you can become a Patreon of mine. If you are a patron of mine, you get access to all the project files from my tutorials, eventually including this one from the live stream. You'll also get a 15% discount in the Dreadlabs web store, so you get 15% discount on all assets, as well as an exclusive Discord role. And if you go 1 tier up, you'll also get access to even more project files, including the ones from the Creatober challenge that I did last October. So that's 31 high quality project files for you, as well as access to the full videos of me starting a clothing brand from scratch. So if you ever want to start a streetwear brand or whatever, that's probably the video series for you. It has a lot of content, and there's definitely a lot more exclusive content coming to the premium tier on Patreon. So yeah, if you want to support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon in the description. If you want to, the Signal plugin is also good to know. It's from Zybex. I'll just type it out in the chat, so you can find it yourself. Also, I have a 90s VHS video on my YouTube where I go a little bit more into what the Signal plugin does, and how you can use it to create some cool VHS graphics. I think that's everything. And with all of that being said, yeah, this was Tom from Dreadlabs. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you again next week, same time on Friday, and I hope to see a lot of cool submissions for the design contest. Yeah, and I hope you have a great weekend, I guess. So see you next time. Bye bye.